So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Beaute 87 here, aka Grace, and it's time for another new makeup releases. So of course we're at my Instagram because that's where I do all my new makeup releases. So if you're interested in following me, this is where I do some comparisons. You get exclusive content of pictures every day of my eye looks that I don't necessarily put on Instagram, on YouTube, because I don't have time for all that, girl. So I figured I'd come over here and show y'all my page to start off with, and then we can go ahead and look at some of these other new makeup releases. But make sure you follow me on my IG page here, which is of course Beauty 87, for exclusive eye looks. And sometimes the reels or the shorts for palette comparisons go up here before they go up on my YouTube channel and my TikTok. But that's all I had to show pretty much right now. Let's get into the products. So Westman Atelier has some new random highlighters coming out and a new bronzer. I'm like, it took a long enough to come up with a darker bronzer for everybody, and this thing is $75. I have the original one that first came out because I was interested in trying a new bronzer from a luxury brand, but it took a long enough to come out with colors. And as far as I'm concerned, this new shade still isn't deep enough, because I'm like, it doesn't look that much deeper than the second one. So I'm like, $75 and you couldn't even come up with a deeper shade. Victoria Beckham shades are deeper than this. Then we got the highlighters. So there's 1, 2, and 3. I was looking at the deepest one, but I was just like, I just don't care about this enough. I can just use the Kosas one. I feel like that one's going to be better, and I feel like she doesn't give you enough product for the high price she charges, because I don't feel like the quality is going to be there when it comes to this. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not buying that. But I'm showing you now here all the different names of all the different shades. And now we're probably going to go on to the next product, but I do want to get the bronze. I'm just waiting for it to come to Sephora, because I'm like, I just refuse to pay these high prices at on her website when I can bid it off Sephora. And $58 for that highlighter thing is outrageous. I think $75 for the bronze is outrageous too. So I might just make it to the Sephora sale, because I'm like, I just can't be bothered. For these prices, I can't be bothered. On to the next thing. So we got the Sugar and Grunge palette from Blend Bunny. Y'all know I'm obsessed with Blend Bunny. Shout out to my girl Karen Harris. You can use code Cage Makeup to get this palette. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this brand, and y'all know I bought this, right? So this was the first part I have to show you. I'll show the inside a little bit later, because this was all that was out when I did this. So I just record little parts all throughout the week on my screen, and then when the weekend comes, I do a voiceover. So that's why you're only getting this part. More to come. Now we're going to go into the black and white shade that she posted up. This was before she revealed the palette. I have since obviously bought the palette because it's me, but I hate when they do these black and white photos. How dare you tease me? I feel like Fry or Futurama. Just shut up and take my money. Don't be teasing me with the black and white photos. Maggie, we know it's going to look good. I don't need this. I just need you to show it, and then me give you the money, and you send it 20 minutes later. So Maggie, next time just show me the picture, and I'll just send the money 20 minutes later, and then you send the palette 20 minutes later, okay? I'm not with all this black and white teasing me nonsense. It's very rude. Just very, very rude. I don't appreciate it. Next, we have this, which is the Rick and Morty collab that you all just saw the video go up for yesterday. I'm going to try to cut this new makeup releases up on Sunday. So y'all saw this Saturday morning at like 7 a.m. I have done an eye look. One of you all actually I think tagged me in this one about me being on the PR list right there. So I was like extremely flattered. Again, thank you to whoever did that. And I responded and said thank you. I always try to be very humble and grateful as you all like think I deserve to be on PR lists and stuff, because I do try to give you a lot of content like every single day and put a lot of work into it. I could still put in more, and I'm trying to get better at putting in more when it comes to editing. But you know, this is what the palette looks like. And then there's the cute little setting spray, and then it's that highlighter. You seen all this stuff already on my face. But, you know, there's that lip kit that gave me all the trouble in the world. Ooh, child, that top was impossible to get off. If you saw the video, you know I was tugging for like a good few minutes, and it was just real disrespectful, and I didn't appreciate it. But there's the lip color combination. It looks better on the model than it did on me, but I wasn't doing all that work of airbrushing it on the sides. Then here's the Morty one. I do not like the lip liner for this. On this model, it looks okay. I just don't like the lip liner on me. So I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. But you know, they look nice on the bottles. It's just I didn't like the way they looked on me, and I'd prefer a different gloss. So moving on. Now we're on to the, what is this? Cosmic Brushes Bonus Push. So this is the bonus highlighter they had come out when they had the palette come out last week. They surprised everybody and put this out. Y'all know I just threw it in the cart too. I want to compare it to the, what is it, the Rick and Morty one from Glam Light, to see like how they're going to differ as far as colors and as far as pigmentation goes, because that one seems more iridescent and glittery, whereas this one seems like it actually has somewhat color to it, like the Kaleidos ones, because I feel like the Kaleidos ones have color and more of this satiny finish, whereas the Glam Light one definitely was just like an iridescent sheerish type sparkle situation that went on the face. So to me, it felt like it was more like an eyeshadow, but you know, to each his own. Now here we go with the reveal of the Blend Bunny palette. Honey, I'm definitely here for this color story. I like me a nice mint moment. Y'all know I like purple. I like the uniqueness of this palette, and I am definitely here for it and happy I have it. I think I have a video of this at the end too, or I have a video. No, I have a video of the new Lethal Cosmetics stuff coming out, so I'm not going to talk on that part, but I'm talking in this part so you can see how much the palette costs and you can read what her vision is. Since the recording part is over there, I can't read what it says to you, so I mean, I'm just showing you. If you feel like reading it, okay girl. Point is, I'm getting the palette, you'll get a review on it, and I have some palettes I pulled out that I feel like might be similar. Now here comes the leak from Shroud. Why everybody think I want this these black and white photos? This is very rude. Stop giving me black and white photos. Shut up and take my money, okay? 20 minutes after you show the actual picture of it, you just need to let me buy it, and you just need to mail it to my house. Stop showing these black and white photos. I'm in no mood. But this one came out, I think, like a couple of days into me reviewing this, so there you go. You'll see the picture later. This is the Lethal Cosmetics new colors that they came out with. So they came out with 6 metallics and I think 6 iridescent multi-chromes, if you will. So the ones at the top of the iridescent multi-chromes are more colorful pastel-y ones, and then like the more jewel tone ones are supposed to be the yeah, those are the ones I was talking about that are the multi-chromes. And then the ones, and then they got a new palette, and then those are the ones I was talking about that are more jewel tones or metallics, if you will. So I like I like Lethal, but I don't think I'm going to be buying this collection just because it's a whole bunch of individual multi-chromes. If they had a deal on it when you first came out with it to buy it, but I just was like, I'm just hold off because I don't need it. But I do like these the best. Out of the two, I definitely like the multi-chromes the best, and I would definitely be interested in buying those if I was going to buy some. But since I already bought that Deep Sea Treasure palette, and I have the Trove palette from earlier this year, I don't think I necessarily need to get my hands on this. But if I can get it at a decent enough deal, I might go ahead and snatch her up, grab her up, buy her, or whatever. But I'm just like, I'm not necessarily excited to go ahead and grab this. I think they have a sale on the price right now. That when you first buy it, when it first launches, you can get it for, I forgot what, yeah, I'm showing y'all right now where the deals are and how much it says you can get it for. But I don't plan on necessarily picking this up. I'm just going to go ahead and pass for now. Well, now here's the lipsticks that go with the Blend Bunny collection. Now, I did not buy the lipsticks. I bought the lipsticks from the first collection, but I didn't buy the lipsticks from this collection just because, you know, I got about those Charlotte's Tilbury lip things and they're almost $40 a piece. So I was like, I'm going to buy one of those and skip on the Blend Bunny ones for now. But during the holidays, I'll probably pick them up because she has a really nice liquidy-like formula. If you like the Huda Beauty lip formula, I feel like you'd like the Blend Bunny formula because I feel like they're pretty similar. I think her lip liners are $13, and her liquid lipsticks are $13, and I remember you can use code KH Makeup, so just go ahead and hook that up. Now here comes the Shroud palette. I feel like it gives me kind of the vibes of, what do you call that palette? The Kaleidos Escape Pod palette. It gives me the vibes of those without the like neutrals that they added to that one. So I'll be interested to compare this palette to that palette because that's the vibe it gave me when I saw it. I was like, it's giving the vibes of that palette. And since that was supposed to be limited edition, and I don't know if they sold out of it completely or not, it'd be good to have this one in my collection. Now, I don't remember if this one was limited edition or not. I don't remember if it says in the writing down here where I'm showing you if it's limited edition or not. So I can't confirm if this one is limited edition or not. You might want to watch Betty Bean since she's done 2 collabs with the brand, and her video would probably be more insightful on telling you if it's limited edition or not. But from what I remember, I don't remember it saying it was limited edition. I think it's just a new palette she's adding to her roster. There's a little pair of earrings you can buy with this as well if you were interested. I wasn't necessarily crazy about the earrings, so I didn't buy them, but I'm like, they looked cute if you're into that sort of thing. I'm just not a really big earring person. On to this Michaela collection. Child, people was pissed about this collection because they like, it's just for her, and she did all this stuff just to get a collab. And I'm like, yeah, that seems right. I hate to be mean, but she seems like she's always fishing for collabs and always looking for money. She seems like a baby Jaclyn Hill, and I'm not with it. So I don't follow her. I don't watch her. They say it sold out in 16 minutes, so congratulations. But a lot of people felt like me, like, it's fine for you, but who the hell else is supposed to wear this? Like, the lip liner necessarily work for some of my skin tone. The lipstick is fine, but it's like you have to buy the lipstick with the lip liner. And then it's just like, I feel like she should have did it for all brides, because what if other women wanted to wear this on their wedding day and wouldn't feel comfortable with this color because they're like my skin tone? So I feel like that was a missed opportunity for e.l.f. They should have let her develop her perfect one for all her fans to buy, and then they should have had like one for medium, one for tan, and then one for deep dark. But it's like I just feel like it was lost there. Y'all got, but maybe I guess they felt like you could grab the whole collection, so they didn't need to. Anyway, moving on. This Rare Beauty leak. We have since seen the whole collection, and I'll actually show that in this video. But again, I just do videos all week long on my phone. So this is supposed to be a part of Selena's fall collection. I have this in my cart right now, I think, on Sephora to pick up. I'm trying to debate if I should or not, though, because I don't really use her blushes that often, because I like the Mario ones better. And then I've never tried her lip thing, but you know, we'll see. Next, we have this Smashbox Always On hyaluronic acid kind of foundation. So they're trying to get their skincare infused foundation out now, because everybody has a skincare infused foundation now. So I'm like, okay, fine with me, sounds good. I don't plan on buying it though. The last foundation I had from them was the what is it called? Studio Fix Always On or something like that. I think that was like their whole line. No, Studio Skin, excuse me. That was them. They had the Studio Skin. So I'm like, okay, that sounds nice and everything. And it looks like it has a decent amount of shades. I feel like they do a pretty decent job when it comes to shades for everyone, as opposed to just having a lot of light ones and then, like, you know, less. It's more than a lot of other brands give, so give them that if you don't give them anything else. But I'm just kind of like, okay, it looks nice. If you're into like your skin but better type things, I feel like you might like it. I'm not necessarily crazy about it, so I'm just kind of like, it looks cute, but I don't plan on buying it. I've bought plenty of foundations already, so I'm like, I don't need to continuously be buying foundations. So here's it on different skin tones. I tried to make sure I showed all the skin tones they showed it on, so you could have an idea of what the color range is going to look like if you're my skin tone or any other skin tone. Because I know it's not only people that look like me that watch me, so I try to keep that in mind when I recommend things and show things. Thus us showing all the shades right now. So I don't know. What do y'all think of this? Because I feel like we haven't heard from Smashbox in like 100 years, and then it is busted out with foundation. I want to know when that like highlighter concealer pen type thing is going to come to America, because I think it's in Europe right now, but we'll see. So KKW decided that she was gonna launch her makeup line and her fragrances again this year under her skincare brand, as opposed to reopening KKW Beauty, because I don't think she can after the whole lawsuit situation went on with what do you call it? I still have my old KKW palettes, you know, the Makeup by Mario ones, and I think I ended up with the khaki one because it went on sale for like $10 or whatever, and my girl Karen Harris was raving about the quality of it being pretty decent for the price. So when it went like rock bottom on her website, when she was trying to get rid of all the stuff after Cody lost the lawsuit about stealing the ColourPop stuff and whatnot, I got it. So we can do a video on one of her palettes if it has a unique enough color story for me for comparison, just to see if the quality is going to be just as good. If you want, you can comment down below and let me know, but I'm not like excited about this. I know Trend Move was super excited. I just was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. But I felt like I would share it with y'all just to see how you felt about it, because I'm like, I'm curious, do you care that KKW is coming out with stuff or no? Because I'm just like, what? Okay, so this one I saw my girl Lock Maiden talking about when she first saw this, and she did a whole video about it, and I was like, that's interesting. So I had started watching it, but then I needed to record this, so I haven't finished watching it yet. But she did make some interesting points so far. I'm still on the person talking about the earring for $155. Who paying that? Where are they? Are they far? I'm telling y'all, I'm getting this silver lip gloss, so I don't care. Like, it's a $36 silver lip balm, and I feel like I need it. It just looks so cool. Do you see it on the black model on the bottom? Oh my god, yes, I need it. The one on the bottom, I need it. I don't care. Now, I could care less about the eyeshadow palette. It looks like half of the Rare Beauty Confident Energy palette and then some other random shades. But the first half with the colorful part in it reminded me of the Confident Energy palette. And I've never tried anything from this brand, and the price point just doesn't seem like it's for me, considering the kind of shades it is. It looks like half of a ColourPop Valentine's Day palette, and the other half is Confident Energy from Rare Beauty. So it's like, I don't personally need it. It's not the kind of color story I'm looking for. I wouldn't mind trying this brand in the future as far as eyeshadow goes, because it looks nice on the model's eye. Like, the colors they put together look nice, but I'm not big on these satiny metallic type things, and it's like I still had to find a matte palette to put with it, and it's like I already got palettes like that from brands I know, and I don't want to pay you that for that. But I'm still on this earring, and it's $125 price point. I do think that gloss is kind of high, so I'll probably wait till like Black Friday to get it, but that silver one I want. I don't care what y'all say. I want to try this silver lip balm, lip gloss, lip whatever it's supposed to be. It just looks super cool to me. And I feel like it'd be great for like when I'm in grungy-ish type moods, because I feel like it's just a really stunning lipstick. I feel like you can use on a lot of euphoria, ethereal type looking makeup trends and things you like to do. So I want that. I don't care about the rest of this collection. I'm not even gonna front with you. This palette looks boring. I don't like the color story of it. But that lip balm, I'm getting it. Okay? There's nothing holding me back. I'm getting the lip balm. Now on to this Rare Beauty situation. So they saying that Sephora duped all the Rare Beauty stuff because they got their liquid lipsticks and then they copied their lipsticks. So I have one of their lipsticks in my cart to see about, and I do want to try this Better Than Skin foundation. The liquid foundation didn't work for me, but you know, it's cool. I like the concealer. I'll try this powder foundation and see how it goes, and then I'll work with that. But yeah, I'm gonna scroll down now and let you all read the information as far as it goes. The lipstick looks interesting to me. I don't like liquid lipsticks, and it looks more like a, what do you call it, one of those lip stains as opposed to an actual matte liquid lipstick. That's why I don't want to try it. Plus, we all know I have plenty of lipstick. I just want to see if you can get a better deal by having a Sephora one, since her brand is made by Sephora, as opposed to buying the one from her just because it has her name on it and different components. So this Gloss Gods palette, y'all know I bought the blue one, right? Yeah, I had been wanting to try Gloss Gods because Angie was talking about how nice it was, but they didn't have anything that appealed to me. Then she did that 4 eyeshadow video that had like the pastel palette in it, and I was interested in that one, but when I saw this one, I was like, oh, I'm getting this one. I am getting it. The only thing I will say is shipping is high as hell, but I'm pretty sure I used code Cage Makeup. I think Karen has a code here. Don't quote me, but I feel like I used Karen's code and got a discount, and I was like, I need this palette. Look at those swatches. Tell me I don't need it. No one's listening. Even though it kind of reminds me of the Deep Sea Treasure palette, so I want to see if it's going to be just as good quality and sparkles and all that, especially because it'll be more affordable than Deep Sea Treasure, if I remember correctly. This one, I wasn't really crazy about. I think it's the pop of yellow shimmer in there that actually turns me off from it, because I like the rest of the colors in the palette just fine. It's just that yellow I don't like that made me not buy it, honestly. Because I'm like, the yellow for me sticks out like a sore thumb and just messes up the rest of the color story. I know they were trying to be unique like that, blueberry, that juicy blueberry from what's that name, Give Me Glow, but it's like I'm not feeling it. But I got this palette. I was not playing. And then it has that black matte shade for you to put these shades on top and make look even more reflective and beautiful. So yeah, I had to have it. I had to have it. So I ordered it Friday when I ordered the Glam Light and the Blend Bunny palette. Here's the video I was telling y'all about with Lethal. I like this first shade. I like this second shade. I think I like the third shade too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I like this shade. It's only the last 2 shades I'm not really too crazy about. So y'all know I don't really like orange. That one's okay. But I didn't like this shade. And then I didn't like this shade. Those were the 2 shades where I was just like, yeah, no. I would like every other shade except for that one. So I was like, no. It's not giving. I'm not living. I don't want that one. But that tells you all the names of the different shades right here. I like Spectrum, Reddit, Supernova, Infinity, and then I think it's the last 2 at the very end that I wasn't that necessarily crazy about, but they are stunning as usual. Lethal always does an excellent job when it comes to their shimmers and their mattes. Just their formula as a whole I really like. So I would get these in the future, definitely. I'm just not eyeing them right at this very second, like I told y'all earlier, because you know I already bought 2 shimmer palettes, and if you count the one I just bought from Gloss Gods, that's 3, and it's like I don't need that many shimmer palettes. Like I just don't. But I'm gonna let y'all watch it one more time just because I thought it was so pretty. So 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. So I like the first 4, and after that I'm kind of just like, okay, I'm done now. And there's like 6 in the set, and they said if you bought all 6 you get a deal, but I'm like, I just don't want the other 2. I don't feel like I should force myself to, so I'll just buy them later on when I want to. Now, here's the full Rare Beauty collection I was talking about. So, she came out with eyebrow stuff, and then she came out with eyeshadow sticks, some shimmery eyeshadow sticks. And then there's that little kit that we saw earlier with the blush, but it's supposed to have a new lip oil in it or something like that. That's exclusive to that set that you have to get in order to get that. But I'm pretty sure they said the blush was already there. And she came out with eyebrow pencils. I don't really care about eyebrow pencils or these eyeshadow sticks, because I'm not really big on eyeshadow sticks. The burgundy one looks nice, but it's like I have that burgundy pot from the Star Wars palette with Mother, so I don't need that. I don't really care about eyebrows. And these eyeliners look nice, and that burgundy one looks nice. I've never tried any of her eyeliners, but I think this is the first time she's coming out with them, so obviously there aren't any. I might get my hands on one of those during the Sephora sale in August, but that's not something I'm rushing out to buy. Like, I want to get that in the kit in August. The burgundy eye pencil and that blush and lip kit I was talking about. I'll get those in August during the sale when Adrian's birthday comes around. But I'm not just, you know, buying that at this moment because there's so much stuff coming out. And then y'all gonna think the holiday releases are gonna come out in like October, right after Halloween. They're gonna start dropping. Some of them are probably gonna drop during the Halloween stuff, but I'm like, right now I'm just, you know, I'm not interested in any of this stuff, so I'm gonna just leave it there. But here's all the information on the stuff. They said it was coming soon, but she did a early access on the Sephora app for the eyebrow pencil and that kit. So I had the kit in my cart, but I didn't buy it. I was good. Next, we have the Nordstrom's, what is this, anniversary sale. I am interested in that setting spray set and maybe trying the YSL mascara because I've seen a lot of people talking about it. So, like, those are the two things I just saw in this picture that I was interested in. But I'm not a part of the Nordies Club, and I'm not have access, so I'd have to buy mine the last day, and I don't know if they'll be sold out by then or not. Think about getting the setting spray set, though, for real, though, because I've almost run out of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And it's a 2-pack for $52, which I think is a good deal. Because if I remember correctly, the bigger one is like in the 30s or almost $40 for one. So if you can get 2 full-size ones for that price, I think that's a steal and you should get your hands on it. I was also thinking about that Giorgio Armani Fluid set up there. But I'm like, I don't know. I just want to get like those bronzer drops to add to foundation and see how that goes. But they never came to Sephora, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get my hands on them or not. Moving on. So here's this new Laura Mercier highlighter stick. And people in the comment sections joking, talking about everybody copying off Charlotte Tilbury now with these little poof wands or whatever. But I like the shade she came out with. I like this rose gold shade. I think it's pretty. I don't plan on buying any of these, but they look nice. And then they have this other shade, and then they have more like of a peachy-ish pink shade. So I like the shade she came out with. And this is actually at Ulta already as well as Sephora. I just saw it on there, but I was just like, I think $40 is high for this, and I'm not paying that. So, yeah, no. It is pretty, though, and it looks nice. I'll swatch it when I go inside of Sephora when I have to go pick up something, but I don't know. I just don't see myself buying this because it's just not my type of product, but I want to know what y'all think. Next, we have this surprise launch. So I went on Instagram the day that this launched, and this was popped up on, I want to say, Trend Mood or was Indie Makeup Spotlight. No, Indie Makeup Hotspot, that's her name. This popped up on her page, and I was like, what is this? I don't know. To me, this just looks like they added neutrals to the Margarita palette from Glamlight and tried to sell it to me. Because that's what it gave me as soon as I saw it. I was like, this looks like the it's not Glaminatrix, sorry. It looks like the Glamlight Margarita palette from the collection, the one I said I liked the least, and they just threw some neutrals in there and was like, look at it. It's pretty. And it's like, it does look nice, but it's like, if I already have this palette, or I already have a form of this palette, I don't need this. And this is what I definitely feel like I don't see myself using or needing. A lot of these color rolls I already have in other palettes. And the way they swatch them out is like, I already have these colors in other palettes. Just about every color I'm looking at I have in another palette. So I'm like, it's not really necessary to me. Some of them you have in their palette, like this last row looks like that, what was that palette that they originally came out with, the Summer Vibes? It gives Summer Vibes color. And then this one gives colors of the Yucca palette that we just had. This one just looks like retro. And this one is the only somewhat fun one. And it's like I have colors like that from other brands, including them. Because it looks like it came out of their, what is it, the Bad Witches Club palette. So it's like, why do I need all these different shades in this one palette when I just named like at least 2 palettes from your brand that has some of these colors in it? Why would I need to buy this to repeat? But they are discontinuing a lot of their palettes and not reformulating, but making them smaller in smaller sizes. Like you see this one, and y'all saw the Juicy Blueberry. They're making them smaller, like people asked them to for 100 years. So I'm interested to see what y'all think. Now, I was like, who and why? Who the hell approved this? Why do I need a Pop-Tart shaped palette? What were you thinking? These are already on Ulta if anyone cares. But I was just like, see, this looks just like what we just saw in the Glamlight palette. Like that swatch of berryish tone shades. That's what that was. So what is the purpose? Y'all got a million brown palettes. Why did you need to make this brown palette? Why don't y'all go with the cookies and cream Pop-Tart at least and make like, you know, a smoky palette and then a berry tone palette? This is just so boring. And who paying y'all $27 for this? Like, I just want to know who approved this so I can fire them. And I don't even work for Too Faced, but I just feel like they should be fired for this foolishness and tomfoolery. What is this and why? Why? There was no purpose. And we're going to get to the owners of, the former owners of Too Faced in a minute, because they got something interesting going on. And I'm just like, what? Here it is right here. So Too Faced owners came up with this brand called Polite Society. And then they came up with this other brand where it's supposed to, they make a non-toxic jewelry cleaner to clean your jewelry with. That's what that little bottle is at the end. So this brand is called Polite Society, and Jared and his husband, I forgot his husband's name, I think it's Jeremy, they came up with this brand. So this is their little foundation, and it's supposed to range, I think, from $27 to $42. And I'm like, I hope this foundation is $27, because I'm not paying $42 for something this small. And then this face palette, I'm assuming it's a $42 thing, but it's like, I don't like the packaging. I'm not feeling the aesthetic of what I'm seeing. Of course, they had a mascara, but it's different than the Better Than Sex mascara with the wand and all that. It looks like it's one of those rubbery plastic wands. And this is the what I was telling you about, where it's supposed to be like the jewelry cleaner that they came out with. So they came out with 2 separate brands, and there's of course Jared and his husband Jeremy. But I'm just like, I can't. But yeah, so they're saying $75 each for this cleaner, and I'm like, I think you get like 4 different scents of the jewelry cleaner for $75 each. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm sure there's jewelry cleaner that costs less than that, that does just a good job, if not better than yours. So I just, you know. Then they're talking about the stuff comes out on the 27th. It doesn't say it's coming to anybody's store. It's just coming to their website. So I guess they're like, you know, starting over again. But I'm just like, I don't want any part of any of whatever this is. At first I was tempted, because I was like, well, maybe they'll come out with something good. But I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't want to know. And I think I scrolled down again and showed y'all what the price point of this stuff was in a second. I just went back to the makeup so you all could look at that stuff some more. So that's the mascara again, and the face palette, and the foundation. My whole thing is you couldn't give us a concealer and a powder to go with this stuff. Like, I'm just supposed to use these things, but I don't plan on buying any of it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so here we are at the end, back to Gel Beauty 87's Instagram. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my Instagram. These are the pictures of the 3 looks I did with the Rick and Morty palette that I showed in this episode. I thought I did a great job, and I loved all the looks I did, and I love that palette a lot. So make sure you go ahead and join the family here on Instagram. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.